Hey, this is Udi Tirosh with DIYP. We're at Photokina 2014. We're doing an interview with Sekonic, and today we're going to talk to Lorenzo Gasperini about their new spectrometer. So, Lorenzo, why do we actually need a spectrometer? Why is light meter not enough?
Well, a light meter measures the amount of light that's falling on a scene for exposures. A color meter measures Kelvin temperature or the color of the light. The reason why we need a spectrometer today instead of a color meter is because we have new light sources that have emerged into the industry that photographers are using, like LEDs, fluorescence, HMI, and the traditional color temperature meters cannot see that light accurately.
What does it mean that do not see the lights correctly?
Okay, so the specular graph, or if you could look at the light source and all the colors. You know?
I think you have one, yep.
Sure. Yeah, we can show you right here, actually. This is a little graph that shows you here what the tungsten light looks like, fluorescent, LED, HMI. Each one of these light sources has a different light pattern or a different color footprint. Some of them are very consistent and have all the colors equal. Some of them aren't that way. They have spikes. So with traditional color meters, that only read in, I'm going to get a little technical, 10 nanometers. The gap that they're reading between these wavelengths is very large. But with a spectrometer like the new Sekonic C700, it's reading 1 nanometers. So it's reading tiny little slices of light. And it measures not only the spikes, but also the valleys or the gaps in between those spikes, so that everything is calculated to give us the most accurate measurements possible.
So how would I use this when I'm doing a shoot?
Well, I mean, we're using LED lighting right now. So that's where this comes in. The C700 actually can measure exactly what kind of color temperature is coming out of that light source. We take the number from here, we put it into the camera, and we know where we're at. And what this will do is it will give us the right filter pack to balance this light to get the neutral light that you probably are looking for to reproduce good skin tones.
So it will tell me if you're looking here, you need a half CTB or 3/4 CTB to get to where you want.
Exactly, exactly.
But I've seen spectrometers, and usually they're big boxes and they're in a lab. They're not that easy to haul around. Yeah, and I understand that this is the first one that you can actually put in your pocket.
There are other spectrometers out there that you can put in your pocket, but you might not want to put them in your pocket. What I mean by that is they're very good, but they were designed for industrial use, and they don't address the needs of the photographer. So this is ours, and you can see here is a spectral graph of a light source that has a lot of spikes in it. And we can also enlarge it so that we can, for the camera, you can see here what that light source looks like. The size of this is almost completely all touchscreen. And yes, we can put it in our pocket and use it to do whatever we need to do. But the thing that's really important about this meter is that it was designed with the photographer and the videographer in mind. That means that the features, the benefits, the programming, the language speaks to a photographer and a videographer, not to a scientist who's measuring for some kind of industrial use.
And what's the price point on this?
This is going to go for somewhere about $1,500.
And can you get it in the market already, or when is this going to be available?
Launch is supposed to be sometime in November.
So you'll get it for the holidays.
Yeah, we'll get it for the holidays. Yeah, and we believe that the biggest, the most popular customer is going to be the DSLR customer who's shooting HD Cine with LCD. In fact, this is a great tool to have when you're shopping for LEDs, because it has the ability to show you CRI value, which is color rendering value. And what that is that tells you how accurate the light source is in reproducing colors accurately.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Lorenzo. It's been a pleasure.
Very well. Thank you.
Udi Tirosh, DIYPhotography. We're here at Photokina 2014. Click this little guy if you want to subscribe. We'll be seeing you around.